Hi there and welcome to the wonderful world of chocolate at home. My name's Fiona and over the next few videos I'm going to show you how to make brilliant chocolate results from your comfort of your own kitchen. We've got a range of brilliant kits that will make life so easy for you. We're going to be making truffles, canapes, breakup bars and even a range of lollipops for the children. So do join me for the next few videos. If you want to see more about what we can offer you, then please do go online at www.chocolateathome.co.uk for more information. Hi there and welcome to the wonderful world of chocolate at home. And this afternoon I've got some great helpers here who are going to show you how to make some fantastic, unique chocolate lollipops. I brought with me today the two kits that I'm going to show you, and we have safari animals and we have dinosaur chocolate lollipops. Now these kits are phenomenal because they're just so clever and they enable you to make brilliant lollipops with your kids in your own home. So what's in them? I'm going to have a look at the dinosaur one here. You'll find that on the back it tells you everything that you'll need to actually make them. All the chocolate is inside the box, but the extra things that we need are the bowls, some spoons, a little plastic melting bowl, spatula and a metal spoon. So let me show you this fantastic kit. Okay there everyone?
Yeah.
So far so good. So these make great gifts. They're fantastic for parties, wonderful for Christmas and just perfect for rainy days. So you can keep them in the back of your cupboard. They have a fantastic shelf life, and when the kids are bored, take them out and use them. If you use all the provisions, these molds are reusable. So, you know, it's great. All you need to do is go into www.chocolateathome.co.uk and order more provisions. So they're beautifully wrapped. And what's inside? Okay, so inside our kit, what have we got? First of all, we've got 125 grams of fantastic milk chocolate. We also have in here our coloured buttons, and we've got a range here. We've got white buttons, all natural colouring by the way, pink buttons, orange and green buttons. And what we're going to do is separate those out so that we can paint our moulds. Let me show you the fantastic moulds we've got as well. So there they are. We've got our dinosaur shapes, and this is the outside. I'm going to turn them over. These lines here are for popping our little sticks into so that we can make really fantastic lollipops in there. And what I'm going to show you now is how to separate the buttons so that we can actually colour our lollipops. Okay, so we've got our little buttons and I'm just going to separate them out into our 4 little pots that we have here. So in go the white buttons. And this will be enough to do all 4. As I say, you can go online and order more provisions and use these moulds over and over again. So I'm going to separate the buttons out just here for you. This will only take a moment. It's a great thing for your kids to do actually when they're little. It's fantastic for a variety of ages, as you can see, all my helpers, and it's just a fun thing to do. There we go. So I've got them all separated out, and now what I'm going to do is pop them into the microwave. You can put 2 in at a time. Do have a look at the leaflet for guidelines on the microwave. Here, who are busy colouring in their moulds as we speak. Did you want the pink? There we go. Yes, try and keep the colours into the moulds, children, because a nice tidy edge makes a nice tidy lollipop. You can use any colours, you can follow the contours, or you can do stripes and do anything that you want in there. Just let your imagination run free. If the chocolate starts to set a little bit, again, mums and dads, all you need to do is pop it back in the microwave and just give it a few seconds until it just softens. Give it a stir and then keep working with it. And once they're ready, we can pop them in the fridge and get on to the next stage. So while the kids are having a lot of fun actually decorating their moulds, and clearly I've decorated mine as well because I've got to have a bit of fun too, I just thought I'd show you the rest of the kit. So I think I mentioned the milk chocolate to you before. We've got 125 grams of buttons here, which we're going to melt in a moment. We've also got our all-important lollipop sticks. So these are just going to fit into the little grooves once we've got our milk chocolate into here. And then we've got some little bags and some ties. So once our project is finished, if we want to give them away as gifts, then we can just finish them and have that professional touch to them. Now this leaflet here does contain all the information that you're going to need to make it, as well as this video. So what you need to do is just make sure you understand your own microwave, because chocolate burns so easily. So make sure you know the wattage and follow those guidelines. Okay, so I'm going to take my milk chocolate and I'm not going to nibble it, and I'm just going to pop it into our plastic bowl and I'm going to take it to the microwave. So our chocolate's ready and I'm going to take it out after its first melt. There we go. Let's have a little look and see how it looks. So you can see that actually some of it has melted and some of it hasn't. That's perfectly normal. So what I'm going to do is take a spatula and I'm going to start stirring it. Now you need to stir this for a whole minute. Now it's at this stage that people are tempted to pop it back in the microwave and heat it up further, but you mustn't, please don't. Do refer back to your guidelines in your leaflet. What you need to do is keep stirring it, and what you'll find is the melted chocolate, which has some heat in it, will start to melt the unmelted chocolate, and we'll see that it will start getting very, very sticky and claggy. And our next melt will just get rid of those last little lumps. Please don't overheat your chocolate. So I've been stirring my chocolate for a full minute and it's going to go in now for its final ping in the microwave. Let's pop that in. So I think our chocolate is just about up to time on its second melt, so there it is. Let's go and have a look. Okay, now that's completely different. As you can see, that's now completely melted, but it's still not massively warm. I can see there's a few lumps still in here, and I'm just going to keep stirring and melt out those lumps. Now you need to stir this for 2 to 3 minutes, 3 minutes for good measure. Just keep going. Don't be tempted to not stir it, because you're not going to achieve good results with your chocolate. This is an integral part of the chocolate home kits. So stir it for 2 to 3 minutes. It's not very long, and then your chocolate is ready to use. So our 3 minutes is up, and as you can see, the chocolate is looking lovely and glossy. It's thickened slightly, it's cooled, and we're now ready to use it. Okay, so I've brought my milk chocolate out of the microwave and I've given it a really good stir, and now what we need to do is to fill our brilliant little moulds that we've made here. Now you do need to be a little bit careful. It's best to keep the sides of these moulds nice and tidy so we get nice sharp edges, but if you go over the top, don't worry too much about that. Everything's fine. Now I'm using a spoon and I'm going to carefully spoon the chocolate into the moulds. Now you do have to be a little bit careful with some of them, but that's all good. Once you've got the chocolate in, they're nice deep moulds as well, so they'll take quite a bit of chocolate. All I'm going to do is use the other end of a spoon just to push them into all the little shapes and spaces so that every area is covered in chocolate. This one's a nice easy one here. So I think that's probably 1.5 spoonfuls, a little bit more in there. This milk chocolate really is absolutely delicious. Your kids are going to very much enjoy making this. I'm enjoying it too, I have to say. And there we go. And again, this one here, I'm just going to use my finger just to move that slightly and use the spoon to just take that chocolate into those little crevices so that everything is filled up nicely, like so. I think we could just pop a little bit more chocolate into that. Now you can see it's a little bit uneven, but don't worry about that. All you need to do is just give it a bit of a shake and a tap. All the air bubbles will come to the top and it'll level itself out so that you get a really nice professional finish. Right, the next thing we need to do is take one of our lollipop sticks and place it into the little crevice that we've got here. I would say about 1.5 centimeters needs to go into the chocolate. So just carefully place it in the little lines and then twist it round. Make sure it's covered in chocolate, and that will secure that stick to the lollipop. There we are, nice and easy. Really brilliant kits. There we are. As I said before, you can actually use these moulds again and again. So wash them up carefully and buy extra provisions, and they'll use them time and time again. It's wonderful. Now, these are now ready. I'm going to pop these in the fridge and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm really excited now because our chocolate's just come out of the fridge. I've done one of each moulds. Are you excited too?
Yeah.
I thought you might be. Our chocolate is lovely and glossy, which means that we've set our chocolate correctly and microwaved it correctly. So I've got a piece of greaseproof here. Oh my goodness me, these are amazing. Just taking them out. And they're just popping out really easily. When chocolate is melted properly, it will shrink from the moulds and it'll come out. If your chocolate doesn't come straight out, leave it in the fridge until it's ready to go again. So just give it a few more moments. These look incredible. So do you think you'll be able to eat another lollipop?
Yeah.
You think so? Now these look amazing. Look how shiny they are. Are you ready for another chocolate lollipop? Do you think you can eat one? Yeah? Okay. So James, what do you reckon? Lion?
Please.
Fantastic. Well done you. Maisie?
Yeah.
Elephant? A pink elephant. And who might like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, Sam?
Thank you.
My pleasure. And finally, how about that for you?
Thank you.
Well done, guys. You've done a fantastic job. If you have got any left, because I do have 4, then we just go to our little bags here. Now, keep your fingers off these bags because you will leave little sticky marks. So just slide your perfect lollipops in. Just open them up slightly. And they'll just easily go into the bags. Take a tie and then just twist them closed. And that's our little jobs done. I'll just do another one while we're here. I think we'll do Mr. Stegosaurus. He looks fantastic. I hope you get hours and hours of fun out of your chocolate making kits. And thank you for coming and watching our video at Chocolate at Home. Thank you. Now once you've made up your kits, don't forget to keep your moulds because these are reusable and you can use them time after time as long as you ensure a little bit of care with them. Don't forget, these don't go in the dishwasher. You must actually wash these by hand. I use running water, so just warm water, give them a wash and all the chocolate should come away. Make sure not to use washing up liquid as well because that will create a build-up after time on your mould and it's going to spoil your results. Once you've air dried them, all you need to do when you're ready to use them is just take a little bit of kitchen roll and just polish out all the areas of your moulds, and this will ensure that you get lovely, shiny, glossy chocolate results every single time. It'll also mean that the chocolate's going to come away from the mould nice and easily. Now the other thing I wanted to just mention to you was this brush. Again, this is a wonderful food safe brush. It's a really high quality one. I've kept my little shield here and this will mean that all the bristles will stay in the right direction. When you're ready to wash it, again just under running warm water, we'll just make sure that it's clean. Just dry it at air temperature and when you're done, pop the little top on it and it's good to go. Just a quick word to the wise on storage. Once you've made your chocolate, if you have got any left, you can keep them in the fridge perfectly well or you can store them at room temperature, that's fine. All you need to do is make sure that they're in an airtight container, particularly if they're in the fridge. Chocolate is notorious for taking the different flavours that you might have there, so onions and garlic, and you certainly don't want that. Also, just ensure that no moisture can get in and these will last as long as you can resist. At Chocolate at Home, we've got a great range of chocolate making kits for all ages and all skill sets, and these range from the lovely single origin dark truffle kits to the beautiful canapes that will adorn any dining table, right through to the breakup bars, which are great fun, and then through to the children's range of lollipops as well. Don't worry, if you've got those reusable molds, you can go online as well and you can order refill kits too, which I think is a great idea, a fantastic value, and it means you can reuse those molds. Personally, I'm really looking forward to the white chocolate, raspberry and biscuit one that we have here. So don't forget to go online and order lots more kits, refills at www.chocolatehome.co.uk, and you can order them for you, your friends and your loved ones. Have fun. I've been really good and I've managed not to eat all of the chocolates that I've made with my Chocolate at Home kits, but I think you'll agree they look absolutely sensational and really professional too. We're always really keen to see what you've managed to produce in your own kitchen using our kits, so don't forget to go online and use our social media sites and show us what you've made. Get creative.